It's Sunday night. I'm RD. This is Strikeout beer. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Strikeout Beer Podcast. I'm RD flying solo. This is the Sunday night special, baby. I'm back just like that. Probably should have done a couple other recordings before I jumped in on this, but hey, I'm here. I didn't do a long, like starting soon type thing because it just, I'll tell you what, every time I do that, I get hit with a copyright notice or something. I'm like, I'm just tired. I'm so tired. I only get it on Facebook. I don't get it anywhere else. So whatever. Here we are. I probably should pull up Twitch just to, to have it up. You know, because we do have alerts. We do have look, I got like 5 messages on here. Jesus, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't ever keep up with it. I don't keep up with it anymore. So I'm gonna do wait, there's a chick streaming on Twitch right now that looks just like Lizzie. I'm not kidding. I'm going back. Hold on. Is that Lizzie? Is Lizzie in? Her name is Jambo. I don't know. She's got like big goofy glasses, long hair, and a beanie. So which is the MO of Lizzie, right? Holy crap. I mean, I don't want to get off guard here, but yeah, no, that could totally be Lizzie. All right. Listen up, folks. Why did it go to this? Just go to the stream manager, bro. I don't miss streaming. I really don't. Like I removed all the Go XLR stuff off my computer. Did you hear that? This thing still got some pep to it. We got Beavers Bend Brewery. We're having the Bigfoot Brown. It's a brown ale. I just did a brew review on that. It'll drop tomorrow. I hope you check it out. Now, the audio will be available tomorrow at about 6 a.m. And then the video, if you want to watch on YouTube or Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, or whatever, it'll be out. I think 2. Yeah, about 2 o'clock. So, cheers. Let's take a little whiff here. It's pretty good. Oh, man, I totally missed that. Yeah, I mean, it's like I got to have the dashboard up. I just have to have it. It's crazy. Yeah, I said I don't miss it. I miss it. I miss it. I don't miss it or whatever. If I do stream from Rapid Dave or RD3 3D, it'll be from StreamYard. I'm not doing OBS anymore. I think I got rid of Streamlabs as well. So I'm done with it. So I appreciate everybody who joined me on Friday. Did a little 5 o'clock cheers. Kind of gonna bring that back just because I remember when COVID happened, everybody shut down. We were away from everybody. So it's like, oh yeah, everybody started going live. And that was the other thing. Like Instagram was like crashing left and right. Billy Joe's in the house. What up? Instagram was like crashing from everybody just going live for no damn reason at all. I was like, let's go live. And that's a whole nother thing. Billy Joe, we got a first joke. Here we go. My wife and I sat down with our son and said, Billy, you're adopted. You were adopted. Bill looked at us. His face was red and full of anger. I demand to meet my biological parents. My wife stopped. We said, we are your biological parents. Now hurry up and pack. Yikes. Sorry about that, Billy. You're out. You're apparently leaving. Onward and upward. So, but anyway, so yeah, I knocked out a couple reviews, and we got some changes coming up at work where, I when we first had to go back, it's funny we're talking about the pandemic because when we got shut down, Lizzie and I were just talking about this. Like we had a time of our life. Like we were at home where I want to be. I was working 4 days a week in the office, 1 at home. It was nice little small, like, work-life balance type thing. And it helped out because we stayed up so damn late on Wednesday nights. And then we got sent home and it was like, man, it was just like a party every night. Every single night was a freaking party. And she was like, you remember when the news came out and it was like everybody drank the US out of White Claws. I was like, bro, we were going through those claws like crazy. Claws and Miller Lite. They couldn't keep it in stock. And like I really enjoyed it. And I was like, I'm never going back. I ain't ever going back to work, this and that. I'm not going back in the office. And then I don't know, middle of last year, maybe even longer than that. I think it was longer than that. So maybe maybe the end of 2022. I started kind of going back in the office just 1 day a week. They were like, there's no requirement. So nobody was there. It didn't matter. They were like, nah, you don't have to come in. But my boss was going in and he's like, it's like, you want to get out of the house? I'm like, yes. because we go hang out, go to lunch, sit there. It was just me and him in the office all day, just sitting there talking. We were working and whatnot, but it's easier to sit there and chat with a friend. And but I for like 2 years straight, I was like, I'm never going back, never going back to the office. I'm never going back, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like you eventually start missing it and you miss the interaction and whatnot. Of course, when I first got back, if there was like other people in the office, I was kind of staying away from. I didn't want to socialize or anything like that with people I didn't know or didn't really get along with too much. And then, they were like, hey, now you're going to come back in the office, start getting in there, and then they moved it to 2 days a week. And I was in office. So that lasted about a year. I called this one though. I was like, they're going to make it 3 days at the top of the year. Now it did go till February and then they pushed it till kind of March. So now 3 days a week, it's just going to be a little bit different, right? It's going to not really change up my schedule a whole lot. I'm not doing, obviously I don't do lunch streams anymore. I don't do anything like that. So all my lunch breaks, I pretty much either go hit golf balls, go to the park, go walking, go running, go do housework, which is nice. I get a lot of stuff done. But with this 3 days, it's like I'll be in the office Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I think they said I get to pick the third day, so probably Friday. I don't know. And I was going to make the title of this show that I'm too old for this because I'm too old for it. I really am. Like just staying up past a certain time and having a couple drinks wrecks me. Like it really does. It kills me. Headhunting in the house. What up? How we doing? And but it only does that on like Thursdays. I can stay up late on Sundays. I've done it a billion times. Now Mondays we used to get a little out of hand, and Tuesdays were absolutely just terrible. Because when Alan and I are split up, it's like there's no, he doesn't have to drive home. It doesn't have to. So there's no time in your head. Like we're staying up till like 2 a.m. just sitting there drinking. It just makes no sense at all. But anyway, looking forward to getting back in there, getting almost back to the regular. I don't want to go more than 3 days in the office a week, and obviously the max would be 4 because we weren't even at 5 days a week before all the pandemic and everything went down. So I think it's going to be, they're going to probably push it to 4, but that probably next year or something like that. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't even have it up. Look, I had a couple days ago, we had hashtag for Lizzie's. We had Alan give us a fun fact about anything. Want to say something random. Oh man, I totally missed it. I feel bad. I'm going to have this up from now on. And plus, not to mention, I'm supposed to be live on TikTok. I'm supposed to be live on Instagram. I didn't do that. I feel bad about that as well. It's all on me. I take blame. I take the responsibility for it. Let me tell you a little bit about this beer real quick and where I got it from. Like I said, I'm going to drop the brewery review. It's going to hit tomorrow. So we're having Beavers Bend Brewery. They're out of Hochatown, which is close to Broken Bow. Depending on where you look it up, it could say Broken Bow, it could say Hochatown. They're 46 Coho Road, Broken Bow, Oklahoma. See, Google says that. Dang do, cheers. What's up, Marty? How are we doing? Really cool brewery. Went up there for Valentine's Day, stayed about 3 days, played some golf, hung out, little hot tubbing and whatnot. It's hot. It was rather warm. Pretty nice little couple days, to be honest with you. Nice little getaway. Hit up breweries while we were there. Hit up breweries on the way home. So, like I said, I'm going to drop that review tonight. It'll be available tomorrow on Apple, Spotify, wherever you enjoy your podcast. Now, Strikeout beer, that is under Strikeout beer. Quick beer reviews. I just dropped I did a Bell's Brewing Double Hearted IPA. That's going to be on Quick Beer Reviews. That's available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, not on Apple yet, but Google, everywhere else. It's just one of those things where we're kind of splitting up where we don't put the Quick Beer Reviews under Strikeout Beer. We're going to have them under Quick Beer Reviews. I know life is confusing, but we're going to do a giveaway starting March 1st. Just to talk about that, we're going to kick it off March 1st, which is that Friday? We're going to be giving away a mug, koozie, some stickers, because I have them sitting right here. Don't have to make them, don't have to do anything, and just to get some of this stuff out of this room as well. So, but yeah, we're having the Bigfoot Brown now. How's it been? Been going good. Marty. Just chilling. Like today was exhausting. Like Liz is already in bed. She went to bed, or she's not going to sleep, but she's in there like, I wanted to rest. And our damn TV, our TV in our living room went out like out of nowhere. Like it was on. I came in here to do a review, and it was like you can still hear it, but the screen was out. And I hit the power button. It turns off, hit the power button again. The screen flashes up. Hey, Lizzie. Screen flashes up and then flashes right off. I'm like, I just bought another. I just bought another MTV. So I'll probably have to go to the store and get one. It's been a couple years. I get those. So I've been buying like the same televisions. I got like probably 3 of them around the house. Insignia, the uh, the Amazon, the Fire TVs, because we have Amazon, we've got Fire TVs, we have the Fire Sticks everywhere, and that's all built in, so it makes it a lot easier. That's what we got out back. I watch that TV. That's the oldest TV in the damn house. Next to these TCLs that we have in here, we have 2 TVs in here. Got a damn Insignia in the room. Got another one out back. I did get a Samsung for the big living room this year, just to have a little bit better TV. So if we're ever chilling in the big, if you want to call it the great room, whatever the hell you want to call it, it's a giant ass living room. That's what we have in there. But then I'll probably go get one tomorrow. They're like only like, I swear to God, sometimes they're only like $300. So they're not like crazy expensive. And if they last a handful of years, we're good. The most annoying part of that is when you have to log into all your effing apps, all the apps, man. Like I brought in a TV from the garage because the grandkid's going to be over tomorrow. He's going to want to put on TV. She watches Netflix and he watches Disney Plus, now Disney Plus is easy. As long as you're on the same Wi-Fi, all you do is open the app on your phone and tap allow. Easy. Then Netflix got smart and they got the scan option now. But like Hulu and like DirecTV Stream and everything, you got to type out like email addresses and who's got time for that? I don't know. The best TV used to be in the 70s and 80s were Zenith. I had a Zenith TV. I had a Zenith combo, VCR TV combo, I think at one point, but they were good. I remember that brand. It was solid. Never had any problem. When the hell did you have a tube TV go out in the 80s, 90s? I never had one go out. My TV was on all day, all freaking night. I probably didn't turn the damn thing off before I went to school. It's like those TVs like Sharp. I think Sharp was another brand. I had a Sharp TV. That MFR lasted forever. They didn't go out. I don't know. I don't know. It's different, right? And this is probably, I had to replace my other television. We had a big old 70-incher in the living room. And little known fact, Zenith invented the mouse for the PC. You serious? Or is this a joke? You serious, Billy Joe? Huh. But we just had to replace the other TV in the living room that went out. Now that was due to like a lightning strike. We had a big storm here and lightning struck right outside the house and it fried a couple things, even though they all have surge protectors. Every damn thing in here's got a surge protector. But I noticed I was like, one day I was like, man, so we're going to find out. Yes, it's true. No kidding. Okay. Sold it to Apple. What? That's cool. That is that's a little known fact. A good, nice little fact there, Billy Joe. Point for you, buddy. And then so we was like, all right, we got to get another TV. It's close to the holidays. We got Thanksgiving, Christmas. You're going to have people over here and we're all in this big ass room. It's just where we all sit. We have a giant couch. It probably seats 10 people. You know what I mean? It's huge. And it's one of those modular things. So it's just like, chase, regular, corner, regular, and corner, whatever. It's huge. It's huge. Like, you can have like 3 people laying on the couch and you don't touch one another. Like, I love it. Other than like the little feathers, they poke you every so often. But my boys love it. They sleep on it when they come into town and stuff like that. And like during over the holidays, they loved it. But the TV, we got a Samsung, looks amazing. Like the quality and everything, that stuff. Samsung makes really good TVs. They're gorgeous, but I don't spend $1,200 on a TV all the time or $700 or whatever it is. I've been buying the same television, that Insignia Amazon TV. I've been buying the same one for like 5+ years. I've really only replaced this would probably be the second one I've ever replaced. Lightning hit my TV once and I could pick up all around the world channels. What? You BSing me? I can't tell. With you and Billy Joe, I have no idea when you're being legit. I don't know. I feel like y'all are all always up to something. But yeah, I got a little fry today. It's 80 degrees here, February 25th, 2024, up in the DF-Dub. We were in Carrollton, Texas today for a little event joke. I got you. All right. Dang, no, Marty. I get, you know what, real quick, because I saw the word Viagra in this comment, and I have to get to it. I can only imagine what it's going to say. Here we go, Billy Joe. My grandpa took a pill of Viagra instead of his medicine. No one is taking it harder than grandma. And this week's dad joke is brought to you by JB Carts. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram and at jbcarts.com. Oh my God. But yeah, so we went out. Everybody knows that Lizzie, she has Happy Wildflowers. It's a like custom. She does cups, hats, sweaters, shirts, everything, coasters. She can do all kinds of right? And so she's like, we're going to do a parking lot event, which we've done out like at the antique malls and whatnot. We had a lot of fun. That's funny there now. That is funny. And so we've always done really well. I take some 3D prints. I usually she'll have her own section. I'll have my own section type thing. And then we go out to this one and it's like a total dud. It's 80 degrees. It's wind's blowing real hard. So we didn't want to put up our canopy. So we're just sitting there frying and there's people kind of rolling by looking. And it's the wrong area for her stuff. Right. So I was negative half the time, positive the other half the time. And I was like, you know what? Let's try again next weekend. We'll go to a different location. And of course, she was asking about the antique mall. Y'all all know about that. Alan, he's got a booth out at Hearst Antique Mall. Is it called the Antique Mall of Hearst or Hearst Antique Mall? I don't know. Either way, he's got a booth out there, 1414. And it's got my 3D prints in it. He also has some of Lizzie's cups in there. So if you don't see us at an event, I don't sell my prints online at all, unless someone sees something and asks for it. Otherwise, I don't sell them. I don't even post stuff on Etsy anymore. So I'm pretty much just a provider. I give Lizzie prints. I give Alan prints. And so Lizzie will sell them at events. Now, if it's a parking lot event, and I'll most likely be there, I'll get my own spot. And we do really good. It's quite good. We do quite well. And a lot of traffic, all that kind of stuff. Now, there is a couple different ones that we go to. Now, there is one in Plano. There's one in Hearst. And so those are the two we're going to focus on. Now, we will be, I think, out in Plano this next weekend. It's more about Lizzie. Her stuff. It's more about Happy Wildflowers. I'm not going to have my own booth, but she'll have some of my prints out there. So, if you're in the DFW area where I think we're going to be, I think it's Willow Bend Mall, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't even know the name of the market. It's called it a farmer's market, but then you got all kinds of other people there. We're not selling fruit and stuff or honey. We're selling, crafts and whatnot. I don't know, but we just go out there and hang out. So she wants to get her own store. We'll see. I don't know. I'd rather just not. Sounds like a lot of money. A lot of money and some effort. Oh, this brown ale's phenomenal. But yeah, I'm just getting too old. I was outside for a little bit. Where is this? Dallas, Texas. In Plano, specifically. But she's online. She's on Etsy. So, she sells all her stuff on there. And people, she's hammering out orders left and right. But she wants to dabble in the live action stuff. And she's done well at markets and things like that. So that's the reason why she wanted to do this. It's it's more, this is all about her and her stuff. So. But what she does, she has her spot next to mine when we do these parking lot sales generally, because it'll be Alan, me, and then her, and she's over there just killing it. So I could be there in 7 hours. I feel you. It's next Saturday or Saturday. I don't even know what it is. I'm just the guy that loads the stuff up and drives the car. That's who I am. But I'm just too old. I'm getting old for it, man. It burnt. Now I put on look. Luckily, you don't see any crazy red. I don't have any crazy sunburns or whatever. And I was nervous. I'll tell you why. Because I got this stupid, cheap ass Walmart Equate sport mode, sunblock. I don't know where my spray is. I always use a spray. It's always in my golf bag. You spray it on, maybe wipe it just a little bit, spray it in your hands, wipe your face and your ears and your neck. And, you just load that up hour after hour after hour at these things. Just trying to, I get so red and I burn so easily. But I had this on. I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. It looks like I'm getting red. Am I getting red? I can't tell if I'm red. I can't tell if it's because I'm outside. I don't know what's going on. And it did. It held up. I was very shocked. I applied it 2 or 3 times. The only problem I don't like applying it because it greases up my hands and I can't touch anything without it slipping through my hands. But it was quite boring, to be honest. Why does my headphones keep cutting in and out? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, today, like the traffic just was, it was okay traffic, but it just wasn't the way it usually is. We're usually very, very busy. So I'm like walking around. I walk down the damn street. Like I go into like a grocery store that's probably, I don't know, almost a mile away and grab like some hot fries and a diet Dr. Pepper. I'm like, I just want to do anything else but be sitting right there. Like I just wasn't there. I just wasn't there. Oh, why couldn't the vegan? I'm not reading that. Lesbian keep a girlfriend. She refused anything other with a face. Okay, I'm not. I'm not. The fact that I read those other two words, I'm like, Jesus. Oh my god. But yeah, I talked about it in another video as well. It's like one. I cannot keep it together if we're all going out. We're all going to party or going out to have some drinks, enjoy ourselves, things like that. I just go overboard. I go hard. I go too damn hard. And then it just destroys the next day. Like if I'm lucky, I'll just be tired. But when you're hungover, you got the nausea, and it's just like I just can't even. I can't even function. I can't even function. Like you're taking excuse me, you're taking ibuprofen, you're taking freaking vitamins, you're drinking as much water as you can, you're eating all the carbs in the world, and nothing makes it go away. You're just like God. But I'll tell you what, there's a spider in here. It's hanging right off of that little guy right there. I'll tell you what, it always goes away by 4 p.m. By 4 p.m., I'm like looking around, I'm like, all right, I made it through another one. Let's go. I don't even, but it's not even like it was anyhow. Like as far as drinking or anything like that, partying that much, because we don't generally do it on Mondays anymore. We used to stay up late on Mondays. Tuesdays we take the day off, or it'd be recovering from a hangover, something like that. And then Wednesdays, like even Strikeout beer is not that wild anymore. Now there are some nights where I'm just going. I'm full on going, and then by the time Thursday, nah, Friday, nah, Saturday, I'll start drinking some claws. Oh, I might have a couple claws, just to kind of check out. When Chuck Norris tells a joke about Will Smith's wife, Will Smith stands up and slaps his wife. God. I don't even want to talk about it because I got kicked off of TikTok for this. I think I said that Will Smith was such a bitch about and something yada yada yada. I got kicked off of TikTok for that. I don't know why it annoyed me so much. I'm like, this guy was such a loser that like, he's sitting there laughing at a joke, and then he looks at his wife and his wife's pissed, and then he gets pissed. And I'm like, oh God. And so then he walks up. I'm telling you, Dave Chappelle covered this in Dreamers. If you haven't watched it, check it out on Netflix. It was all staged, you think? It was on Dreamers. And it's like, him and Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle was talking to Chris Rock about it. He tells a story about it. He goes, he did that and then went back and sat down and then enjoyed the rest of his night. He goes, I'll tell you one thing that would have been different. He would not have enjoyed the rest of his night. I was like, I would have, he's like, I would have poked and prodded or whatever. I was like, yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't know, like I somehow slip away or off the stage and then I absolutely crack the back of his damn head with a chair. Like if it was for real, you know what I mean? Like why not? Walk up and slap me on stage. I'm going to crack you in the back of the head with a chair. Okay, let's party. You know what I mean? Like, God, dog. Yeah, no, I hate that. Dude, all that does is get me wound up, and I don't want to get wound up. I don't know if it was staged, Marty. I don't think it was. Oh, there we go. So, all right. So I bought this growler from Beavers Bend, obviously. And I was like, how long does it stay good? I'm going to pour it real quick. Hold on. I had a bad pour on the first one because I didn't tilt the glass like at all. It just went freaking foaming. It went up like crazy. So I was asking, I was like, hey, how long is it going to be good for? Because I probably won't get to it, right away, but I'm going to have it within the week. It was, no, a couple weeks, even longer, probably. If you keep it refrigerated. And so they wrap it with tape. I guess they probably have a law about it up there, like open container or something like that. So they wrap it up. I can't remember the last time I had I bought a growler from somewhere. Like people bring them to my house, but they don't have tape on them. I guess most of them are home brewers and stuff. If I had a growler from another place, like some of the brewers, they know me. They don't just do it and cap it, and that's it. But he's like, yeah, it'll be good for a couple days. I'm like, okay, cool. So I can get some good pints out of here. You're talking 64 ounces. I think it was like $30, including the glassware. I should have brought. I totally forgot about it. I was like, nah, I'll just grab. I thought I would be able to grab some cans to go. To be honest, and I did grab some cans, but that's a whole nother story. The I actually was looking at it. I was like, well, I could have saved some money if I would have brought it up there, but I just didn't. But anyhow, I like it. I like having it. Cool jug. Yeah, it's not bad, right? Like I do like these. I do like the yeah, it says all's well that ends well. Ales well, excuse me. And I really enjoyed that place. So I mean, if you guys are in like ever like southeast Oklahoma, it's called Broken Bow. That's what everybody calls it, but you're really in like Hochatown. It's really cool. It really is. A cool ass lake there, cool place. Kind of touristy at times, a lot of tourist traps, but played some golf, hung out in a hot tub in a cabin and in the woods and enjoyed myself, to be honest. Now, since I'm doing this live stream tonight, I probably won't do one tomorrow. I'm gonna try to stick to this. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Sunday. I love the Sunday special. It works really well in football season. I'm gonna see how it goes throughout the rest of the year. Some of these nights, especially in the summertime, Lizzie and I will just be out back at the pool and I won't make it in. You know what I'm saying? Like I won't do it. And maybe I'll do it from the pool. Maybe I'll put the phone up on a stand and just be sitting out there talking. But that audio won't make it out to our normal distribution. It'll just be video. Because just between the pumps, if you had dogs barking or this and that, with the phones, you hear everything. You really do. You get a good view, you get a good look, good view, 4K, but it is a bit much. But I'm going to try. And also, I got to do the Ranger Roundup, which I generally do that on Sundays. I'm going to try to make that twice a year or twice a year, twice a week this year or after every series and just break down the series. Last year was on Sundays. That's when I did it, kind of got you ready for the week. We recapped the previous week, talked about the upcoming games, this and that. You could do a big toe pool stream. I used to do a pool stream, not me personally, but I had the phone that faced the pool. It was glitter pool. So it was just a big old dragon inflatable in the pool floating around during the day. Dude, it got so many views. Like, I guess because everybody was just waiting for some chick to come floating by in a bikini. It's like, where's the chick? I'm like, there isn't. That's glitter pool is that is glitter pool. It's a dragon. So, but between that, so like I said, Sunday, Wednesday, and I'm gonna try to do Friday. I really had a blast. It was a quick 30-minute show. I think it was 30 minutes. It was a 5 o'clock cheers. It was something that was started during the pandemic when we were all at home, and it was like, hey, let's all get together today for a 5 o'clock happy hour, Friday cheers type thing. People went live, joined other streams, and all that kind of stuff. It's like, I think we need to bring it back. I really do, especially if it's something like, I mean, I should be at home at Friday at 5, and I guarantee I'm ready to have a beer. So why not bring it back? Why not go back to it? And then quick beer reviews are going to hit. Right now, we're doing like 5 a week. They're anywhere from 6 to 15 minutes long. They're, generally wherever you listen to podcasts. If you're looking for the video, it's going to be under Strikeout Beer on Facebook and YouTube, but audio only is going to be quick beer reviews, and it's on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, stuff like that. So it's everywhere except for Apple right now. Still waiting on approval for that. But just going to be busy. I mean, I got so much crap to do around the house. I got to finish trimming the front tree. I got 2 big trees in the back. I'm taking one of them down. I just got pretty much the about 12 feet left to knock down. And I mean, some bitch like it's huge. Like it's big. So I'm kind of like, all right, well, it's got to be a little bit of an effort. Someone's got to be. I'm going to put a notch in it. I'm going to have a rope attached to the top of it. But then I got to trim the big tree out back, which is I don't think I can do it all. I'm going to have to bring in the big guns again. I've had the same guy trim my tree for the last couple of years. Does good work. It's him, his wife, and his son. Phenomenal work. Love it. But I did think about streaming on RD3D, even though it's like that really makes sense to stream like Rocket League anymore. Even though like my kid keeps telling me, because you need to go live and open all these all these boxes or whatever the hell they call. I don't know what they're called. But I did think about firing it back up and doing some more 3D print focused items and whatnot. But I still do shorts. I've been trying to do more shorts with the beer as well. I'll get around to it. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. But Lizzie, the cool thing about it is Lizzie is really supporting, like on my ass about it. Like, hey, you should do this. You should do that. And I'm like, okay, you know, I thought that she was going to join me tonight because we're going to talk about Beavers Bend Brewery. I thought she was going to join me. We're going to sit back there and have like an actual, like the show. And but she just was exhausted. The sun zapped her. Loading up the thing about doing like these travel shows or travel events and whatever, it's getting the shit together, loading it up, unloading it, setting up, tearing it down, loading it back up, and then unloading it back home. It's like freaking exhausting. Now, in most cases, I'll say this: most times we've done these travel events and things like that, I ain't bringing back half the stuff I took up there, which is great. Now, just a little. I noticed that there's a horror con, like it's a Texas horror, whatever the hell the name. I can't think of the name of it. Um, they got an event in July, and I'm like, it's a bit early, but you get some early bird pricing. I'm like, if you want to split a booth or just do your booth and just have a couple of my items there, that could be worth it. And plus, we love Halloween. It's January. It gives us a reason to print a bunch of Halloween stuff, make a bunch of cool Halloween stuff, hats, shirts, hoodies, all kinds of. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, it's spring is not for another month, I think. But I don't want to skip over summer because I love the summer. I love spring. Spring's fun, but I love summer. Summer's a blast. I've had a lot of fun the last couple summers, but I love Halloween. I love the fall, love the holidays. You're going to hear that more and more as the year goes on because I guarantee you, most of the people were whipped from me last year, the year before, because that's all I talk about. Because it's like we go all out, as far as decorations and whatnot. So, and I think this year we got to step it up. Last year, the last couple of years, I've gotten a little soft because Lizzie being sick, like when you have to put up everything and take everything down, it's exhausting. I'm over here now. Hello, everyone. Dang, Marty made it over to Twitch. Welcome, Marty. You know what? Hold on. Billy Joe had all those highlighted comments. All right, I just want to make sure I didn't see something like highlighted comment. The dude don't even put comments in there. He puts highlighted comments. That guy's probably got more points. Oh, God. Let me give you a little breakdown of this beer real quick, just so everybody knows what we're talking about. All right, we're having Bigfoot Brown by Beavers Bend Brewing out of Hochatown. It says Hochatown on their container, but it says Broken Bow on the internet. So it is what it is. And it says 4% on here, but I really think it's more like 5.5, if I'm not mistaken. Now, there was a time that this beer was added like forever ago, right? It's been around for a while. And that was one of the things about Oklahoma beers. Oklahoma beers are notoriously low ABV. You're talking 4.5%. But those days, I think, are over. They passed a bunch of legislation up there. I mean, weed's legal and all this kind of stuff. Old school 2.0s in the house. What's up, buddy? I literally just thought of you. I was like, I'd seen him in a little bit. I was like, I almost text you today and just asked how the house was coming along. I know you're busy, dude. I know you're busy. Oh God, do I have to read that? I guess it's already on the screen. I might as well. How do you get a farm girl to marry you? First a tractor. There you go. This beer, like I said, it's low ABV. If I'm not mistaken, what I saw in the tap room, I got it on my phone. I think it was more like 5.5, which is nice. This beer has only been checked in 819 times. 769 of those are unique. Average of 3 monthly. 673 ratings. Average score of 3.33. There you go. I had their Flusy. What the hell's the name of that beer? I'm going to go find it real quick because I just want to make sure. They probably had 10 beers on tap when I was there. Great selection all around. I'm pretty sure they had even wine and some other stuff there. So it's not just, it's a brewery. but it's a location, right? It's a place to go hang out. They got live music there. Now they do have like some they're hot dogs, right? They got like gourmet hot dogs. When you pull up, it says the Wienery. Really cool place. I highly recommend it. I love it. I can't wait to go back this summer. Look, as soon as I jump over here, old school comes in. Yeah, now you got to go back to YouTube, buddy. But Flusy Creek Pale Ale was the one I started the trip off with. Had several of them. Then flipped over to I did have a Hoppin' Jalapeno Ale, which was I enjoyed it. And I'll tell you, it doesn't burn your mouth. It's not hot in the mouth. It's hot in the throat. Burns your damn throat right up. Lizzie had a couple as well that had like not that one, but like say blonde beaver or something like that. I think a strawberry blonde. Now they did have a beer that either was you can get it infused with pineapple or not infused with pineapple. I'm pretty sure that was the blonde as well. Phenomenal, tasted good. I think that pineapple really gave it a good kick. So really enjoyed it. Seriously. There you go. Marty flipped over. Marty flipped over. So I did the whole breakdown, the whole talk about that brewery. It'll drop tomorrow. Audio's in the morning at 6 a.m., 6:30 or whatever, but video will be up around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Facebook and YouTube. Pretty sure it's going to live stream on X. So if you want to see it, check it out. You want to know what I'm talking about, go check it out, thumb it up. And like I said, we're going to have a giveaway coming up. I know most of y'all have mugs. I know most of y'all have the Strikeout beer mugs. What the hell? You can't even see it. The damn beer's so dark. Strikeout beer mugs and the beer cups. But we are going to do a giveaway. It's going to be based on like reviews. We want you to review the new podcast, the quick beer reviews, and then we want you to review Strikeout beer either on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you do it. Even if you review us on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? It's going to count, and we're going to give away some glassware, some koozies, and it'll be like a total package. We're going to run it through March. So it'll be glassware, koozie, a bunch of stickers. Now we have like probably going to be like 4 or 5 different stickers in there. These stickers are legit. One of them look like Blockbuster. I stole that idea from Blue Bucket Brewing, my boy Zach and Scott. When I saw it, I even text them. I go, I'm just going to let you know I'm stealing this idea and I'm going to get it printed. And they're like, it's all good. I was like, all right, I'm just letting you know. Phenomenal idea. Like Old School went over to Twitch. When was the last time Old School was on Twitch? Old School, when the hell was the last time you were on Twitch? Man, we gotta get together. We got to I'm planning on making it up that way sometime this year. But also we need a long time. I feel you. But we also need to play some games. But I understand you got, work and everything else going on. You're building that house and whatnot. But yeah, definitely need to get together. Then I said it. I sit there. I'm like waiting for the notification. I see it like a notification. Someone went live. I go, is it? I just need to see the OSW 2.0. But if you guys or gals are in to Fortnite and streaming or whatnot, definitely check out Old School 2.0. He's over there on YouTube. He's been taking a break. He was a couple times a week, one time a week. Now it's hey, when you got to build a house, you got to build a house. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him on Twitch. Man, Marty, he used to be over there quite a bit. So he made the jump he went from Facebook. He held on a long time. And then he jumped to Twitch and he was like, I think I'm going to go back to Facebook. And then he's like, maybe YouTube. So it's a journey, right? I haven't streamed it forever. Like I couldn't remember the last time like my account was active as far as that goes. I talked about doing it from here, like from StreamYard, because I can grab the, screen grab whatever I want. Got the audio all set up. Now there won't be sound alerts and stuff like that, but most of the time, if I go live from something like that, it'll just be me sitting here chatting. I damn near did it Friday night. Friday night, I looked at it, I go, maybe. So I missed the chats. I missed the Sunday morning chats, but I think everything else is just kind of getting at me right now. Like, especially like I need to take advantage of it anyhow with the slight downside of not having fantasy football, because I'm telling you next year, I am, it's going to be Sunday morning. I'm live every Sunday morning from SB Fantasy Football. You know what I mean? There's not going to be those days where I'm like, oh, I'm not doing it. I'm going to hit it. It seriously is 15 weeks, 15 times I got to go live. That's it. 15 times. So there's no excuses. Just got to do it. And I love, doing SB fantasy football, SB baseball, quick beer reviews, Strikeout beer podcast. We got a lot going on, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. I think I'm almost out of here. I think I'm about to get out of here. It's only 8:40. I'm pretty sure my wife's like freezing. I got I was telling her, I made a joke about this, but it's like I'm running a damn retirement home here. Well, my wife's like, oh, she's like at the chills or whatever. I go, you got the flu or something? She's like freezing her ass off. Where she's just like kind of hunched over freezing. I go, it's 75 in the house. It's 80 outside. Go outside if you're that damn cold, And then we got her dad living here too. So anything below 85 degrees is freezing to him. That depends on who's watching, So it is what it is. I keep cracking this thing and letting carbonation out. I'm going to flatten this beer out. And I don't want to because it's really good. It really is. So I'm going to top her off one last time, and I'll have this one last beer with y'all. And that's one thing I like doing, after say shows or travel events or something like that. If we go to like a con or something, it's like, okay, we break everything down. We're sweaty. We're filthy, disgusting, and I'm like, let's go get a beer. Let's go get some food, and this time we stopped at Chili's, popped in, got a beer and like a little, what the hell is that thing called? The triple dipper or something. So we're knocking back a couple beers. She seemed tired, but kind of let down with how it went. How many ounces in that jug? 64. Yeah, 64. Which if I counted right, it's 4 pints. Isn't that 4 pints? 16 times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64. Yeah. So you get 4 pints in there. Mm-hmm. Which I think is pretty good. If you already have the glassware, most of these places will fill one of these things up for like $20. 4 pints, $20, not bad for some craft beer. Sometimes it's lighter. Sometimes you'll be considerably. I think they overfilled this thing because this is like my 4th beer out of here, and it's still halfway full. I don't even understand. Maybe I didn't drink it all the first time. I was like, man, but when I did pop the top on that, it did go. I mean, it was carbonated perfectly. It was ready to roll. But I love. We used to go like Boomer Jacks and stuff like after. Like parking lot sales and whatever, we're just filthy. I mean, we're so tired, so burnt out from the sun. Sunburnt and everything. We're like, I think we need some beer and some food. We need some bar food and beers. Yeah, I used to get mine filled at the Granite City. Do y'all have one of those? We don't have a Granite City. No, I don't think so. I want to look it up now. Oh, Granite City Food and Brewery. I'm pulling up brewery locations now. The closest one they have to me is Kansas City or Nashville. So it's going to be Nashville. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I think Kansas City is closer to me than I think Kansas City is closer to Nashville because it's 6 to get there plus another 2. Well, it's 8 hours to get there. I think it's 7 some change to get to Kansas City. Let me see what they got here. Unfortunately, our closest is more than 60 miles. Well, no S. I'm looking right at it. Yeah. Yeah, they had $6 Thursday growler fills. Jesus. What? Are you kidding me? Holy moly. That's awesome. Yeah, this was 30. Now, if you have it already, I didn't bring mine. So I had to buy the glassware. So I think it was like 21. $21? That ain't too bad. You got yourself kind of a good little deal there, especially if you got some of these places that just do if you got $6 Thursday, pull them up. You get yourself a high BV beer, buddy. That's some bang for your buck right there. Gonna knock your socks off for sure. Like absolutely. All right, cheers. Just quick cheers. I wish I could chug. Can't chug. It's gone. Lost it. I did. I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. I had it for a second when I was like 26 years old, 27. Just and then I think I started watching YouTube videos and I was like trying to, exhale all the air out of your system and then nah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me at least. So The beers may be on their website. Yeah, they had that's a pretty good website, to be honest with you. Just none of them are near me. So it's Nashville or what's it called? Yeah, which I don't know if I'll be going through Nashville sometime this year. I'm supposed to go home. I was talking to Lizzie about it. I was like, yeah, we gotta go. It's just I gotta go back. Folks getting old, grandmother's getting old, grandfather getting old. I was like, gotta pop in. It's been too long. It's like for some time there, we were only coming in for weddings and funerals, and that's kind of how it is now. It's like either it's a great visit or it's a somber visit. And I think so. I think it's like just get back to just going up there and having fun. Plus, I want to go up to Cincinnati and I want to catch the Reds game this year. Dude, the Great American Ballpark is seriously one of my top ballparks. I love it so much. And then I want to see the Bengals play this year. I think that's one of the things I'm definitely going to try to do. Nashville is 2.5 hours away from you. Marty, where are you at? You're in Alabama, right? What part of Alabama? You're not Mississippi. You're Alabama, right? If I'm not mistaken. If you're 2.5 hours south, I can pull it up right now. I know where you are because it's the road that separate 55. Instead of going 55, it probably takes me back over to you. Hold on, I'll look. 2.5 hours. So you're between Huntsville and you're probably Coleman. Yeah, probably around there. I would say so. Could be Huntsville. I mean, you could be close to Decatur or something like that. I don't think you're in Birmingham. Birmingham's a little too far south. I don't know if you can make it there in 2.5 hours. I mean, hell, I guess rocket up my ass, I can get there. Great state, Alabama, North Central. Gotcha. Yeah. That was one of the cool things we used to do. When you're younger, you can just road trip everywhere. And like my they've always been up in Kentucky. When my boys were younger, they were in Carolina. I grew up in Carolina, Kentucky, Virginia. Uh, it's like shit. Lizzie and I have driven straight from Texas, from Dallas to Charlotte. Picked up the kids right below Coleman. Okay, I got you. Dallas to Charlotte, breakfast at Denny's, turned right back around and drove right back to Dallas. I've done the loop as well, like where you go through and pick up the kids or they fly in. My mom go pick them up. I'm eating Kentucky. Then all of a sudden I'm picking up golf cart parts, dragging a trailer around. Dude, that sucks so bad. And then you're going up through Tennessee to Kentucky. Then you're making you're going to make the drive across. You go through West Virginia, then you head south, grab yourself a little Interstate 20. I mean, I miss it. If I could still do it, I think I'd do it. I mean, driving was so much fun. There was a handful of times, and this is with 4 kids in the car. There was a time I'd hop back and I called my truck the Beast. It's a 01 Expedition, right? I mean, I put 1 billion miles on that damn thing. And we had the little TVs in the back. You put they weren't built in. We strapped them on. Trust me, I am not that guy. I just can't. I couldn't afford it. It was a XLT baby. It wasn't no Eddie Bauer or what the hell's what's the top of the line one? I can't even think of it right now. But the cool thing was I would always bring like our video games with us. I would bring the GameCube. I'd even break out a little Sega Genesis every so often just to beat the F out of these little shits. But anyway, so I was getting some chirping from the back one time. And I'm sitting there driving. I'm just minding my own business. But I'm getting a little chirping. And they're playing like Mortal Kombat, I think. And I was like, I don't want to pull the car over. I'm busy. I'm just let me go. And then one of those little MFers said something. And I was like, Lizzie's like, you going back there? I go, I'm going back there. So I pull off. She hops in the driver's seat. I hop in the back and then proceed to wipe the floor with their asses playing Mortal Kombat while we're on a cross-country trip. I'm just sitting there just beating the F out of these kids. And that's what we had all these memories and stuff like that. We had like Lizzie and I, we had so much fun. Like they probably didn't like it. No one likes being stuck in a car for that long. But for us, we're driving everywhere. We're going around, it was a lot of fun. I helped my cousin from Dallas with the biggest U-Haul, and it was the worst trip. Dude, I moved from Dallas to Carolina when I was 20 years old. My brother helped me move. We didn't get a U-Haul. We took the Green Monster, which was my mom's green Silverado, 5-speed, extended cab, right? We took that, and I had like a Pontiac or something like that as a car. So my brother is in the car behind me. I'm in the Green Monster. Green Monster didn't have no cruise control. So I'm like, I don't know if I can make it all the way to Charlotte. We're going to go through Kentucky. So we're going to go up north. It's a little out of the way, but it'll break up the trip. And we're on we got these these walkie-talkies because, back then talking on a cell phone was crazy. And so he's like, hey, hey, big bro, just lost a pillow there. You might want to slow down or something like that. Everything that could have gone wrong was kind of going wrong. And like we stopped off at some Walmart in Arkansas to get one of those spider nets. I had like a bet. I don't know why I don't know why I didn't just leave that S there at my mom's house in Texas. She was here back then. I don't know why I didn't just leave it there. It's not like I needed this crap. You know what I mean? Like I'm taking all this effing stuff with me. Back then, you didn't need nothing. When you moved, you just moved. Just like you just grab your clothes, man. Grab your clothes, grab your PlayStation, get going. And it's like I had all this, and it made it so much more difficult for no reason at all. But I've moved via U-Haul as well, and it sucked. Like you're just sitting there like, this blows. This is absolutely awful. But other than that, like road trips and stuff, I like. And like even when we went to Oklahoma, the ride back wasn't bad at all because I was like, okay, we just got to we're kind of going out of our way. We're going to go to the casino. So we went to the casino and then we went down to another brewery, then went to another brewery. But it was fun. Like road tripping was just fun. And yeah, we just don't do it much anymore. Like I don't know if we have it in us. I mean, we drove to Florida one year. And so if you come from Dallas and go to Destin, you have to catch this road, right? It's the road that connects 20 to 10, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what it is? Let me make sure. I just want to look and make sure. Yeah. You're going down 20 and you have to drop down to Mobile, essentially. So I think it's either 45. I think it is 45. And you go through these towns. You essentially you go from hauling ass down a highway that's 75 miles an hour to like back roads, like a little 2-lane or 4-lane. And then you slow all the way down and go through a small town. It's like 35 miles an hour. Problem is half these tourists that come through there can't drive their truck or car or whatever. There's always like a goddamn wreck. It's always rain in the afternoon because it's, once you get close to the coast, buddy, it rains every day. The governor on the truck and my cousin outrunning me. It was stressful. Shit, moving is stressful. Moving is so stressful. So we went down there. It's a big old family trip. It was all of us. I'm pretty sure every single one of us was there. So I'm in the Tahoe, me and Lizzie, and then I think Ty and Austin were in the car with us. Her older son, girlfriend, granddaughter, and other stepson. So he had his little brother in his car with him, but they're both adults. They're sitting there driving, and all of a sudden you notice that there's a wreck on this little where the area. I go, man, I was like, because I've made it through this area safely like a couple times. Sometimes there's a wreck, and this one was a wreck, and it's like, hey, you can save an hour by getting on this little side piece of road. It's not a road. We turn off, and all of a sudden you see orange clay. It's been raining. There's effing mud everywhere. Dude, you cannot drive in this crap. I'm in a Tahoe. He's in a Malibu. And so Lizzie's sitting there just looking the whole time like this, just looking out the side view mirror. I'm like, he's an adult. He can drive a car. Like, and he's better off than we are because he's front wheel drive. We're rear wheel drive with cars coming and we're driving. They got us on this road. It's a damn dirt road. And holy moly, we finally pop out the other side. Shit everywhere all over our cars. We pull into like some racetrack or a pilot or something like that. And just like, man, whew, white knuckling it the entire time. I'm like, I'm about to go get me a drink. He's sitting there smoking a cigarette. It was bonkers. And some of those trips have just been amazing. Like these road trips, how to get there on vacation. It's you're getting there, but getting there is half the, those are where the stories are made, I think, and that was a great year. It really was. I remember going to like a dive. We were in Destin, Florida. I remember going to like a dive bar. It's like a 3-story bar. It was raining. That's what most people don't understand. It's going to rain at some point in the day at the beach, right? And it rained more than usual. Like it was raining all the fucking time. Lizzie knows. See, Lizzie's in it. She remembers this trip. And it was me, Jacob, and her. And we're just sitting at the bar. We snuck out. All the other kids are at home or in the condo, raising hell, breaking stuff or whatever. We're sneaking out. It's like $5 pitcher night. They're like, oh, it's $5. It's raining. I'm like, just keep them coming, my man. So we sat down there and just drank all afternoon. And a trip turns into a venture. It was. It really did. It was, Marty. It really was. And when we got there, I think it was still like it started drizzling. We got there kind of late in the day, and it started raining. I go, "They're like, we going outside?" I go, "Well, I didn't come in here to stay inside." I go, "I'm going to get wet on the beach anyway. So what the hell's the point of the rain?" So we're out there like playing soccer and hanging out, and that I think it was the same trip where we were playing beer pong, staying up a little too late, and then all of a sudden we're like, let's go to the beach. It's beautiful out tonight. Let's go to the beach. So all of a sudden, all the boys, that is the problem with having a bunch of boys. They are all wild asses. So all these knuckleheads go jumping in the water. Hold my phone. So all of a sudden, Lizzie and I have like 4 phones in our hands in knee-deep water at midnight in Destin. And the boys are out there, body surfing and whatnot, laughing and throwing each other around, getting all crazy or whatever. Like, man, what the hell's this damn? The sharks out there. It's late, and we're like putting the lights on the water. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't want to see what's floating out there anyway. But yeah, that's one of my favorite trips, I think. But it's all about that road trip, man. That road trip is great. When we flew out there a handful of years ago, rent a car, all that kind of. It was like almost a beat down, But who's carrying the cooler? Oh, buddy, the cooler's there. Trust me. Oh yeah. No, we always roll with a couple coolers, but like that late at night, we went down there with. I think I just grabbed a 6er out of the fridge, plopped her right there in the sand to finish off the night. But yeah, no, there was one time where I was like, I think we're out of beer. Let me go to the store real quick. We were going to it was a Winn-Dixie down there. So we were going to Winn-Dixie about every day. Let's get 2 cases of beer, bring it back. And I remember I was like, this is back when I was still drinking Bud Light because they hadn't changed the recipe yet. And so I'm dragging this goddamn cooler. It's got wheels on it, but it doesn't matter because it's just dragging. And so as I'm going, whatever it is, I got a beer in my hand. I think, something else. I think Lizzie's carrying some beer as well. And this guy's like, oh man, the party just showed up. Like, what's up, buddy? You want a Bud Light? He goes, I mean, if you're going to give me one, I chunked him a Bud Light, cracked one myself, sat there. Gorgeous. Loved it. And so I like I said, I can't wait. I want to go back. It's not even like, when you start having too many, you have kids and they all start having kids and they grow up and stuff like that. It's like everybody starts venturing out. It's like, but I can't wait to go back. Like, even Lizzie and I going down to Galveston and sitting there and having a beer. I mean, hell, we fell asleep on the beach. I think last year we were finally there with no kids. We had went to the brewery down there, Galveston Brewing, phenomenal brewery. Love it. And we had some tunes playing and we just started like, all of a sudden we were just like, is this what relaxation feels like? It's like, finally, but I'll tell you what, with the kids and especially when they were younger, it was always something. It's fun. It was a ton of fun to get around. I'm almost at the hour. I'm going to finish this up. What's up? The comic menu's in the house. What up? How we doing? How are we tonight? Talking about road tripping, family trips. I just realized that we're kind of a travel podcast. We travel around to breweries. Like, it just clicked in my head that's, I mean, we have local stuff, but we drive around. I'm heading to Houston in 2 weeks. No, nice. I don't like going to Houston all that much. I like the suburbs of Houston. Some of them are real nice. But, when you have to go through Houston, even like the loop, you already know what's going to happen because you come in and you have to swerve. You have to go right. And as you go around Houston, the traffic just gets so damn heavy. But once you get past it, you're golden. Because it's just you, Highway, and then Galveston down there. Yeah, those are the best. I'm telling you, telling you. So let me this, like I said, this is my last one. I'm just trying to knock this one out. Won't be live tomorrow. Alan and myself will be live on Wednesday. We're gonna do a 7 p.m. show. We were supposed to be at Harley this past weekend. If you guys don't know, Maverick Harley here in Carrollton, Texas, they have a deal like agreement with like Outfit Brewing. Outfit, produces beer specifically for strokers. They come out for bike night in Carrollton. They come out for bike night and Longhorn Maverick as well. So, and then just like some changes happen there. So we didn't go this year or this month, but we will be back next month. We'll be out there. We go for a couple beers, hang out, support local breweries, support a local business, things like that. What do you recommend for a family trip in Texas? Texas is huge, man. Like, depending on where you want to be and where you want to land, you could be in the flats, you can be in the hill country, you can be down in the southern tip where what is it? What's the state park down there, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's whatever you want, man. And San Antonio, have you ever seen bush guys scaring people? No, I don't do that. I've never seen bush guys scaring anybody. That's everywhere, though. I've been on San Antonio a handful of times. I'll tell you this: if you ever make your way down to San Antonio, it's Dirty Murphy's, the pub you need to pop into. It's right there off the Riverwalk. Love it. Big fan. Piano guy sitting there, they playing. It's a sing along type place. You're sitting there just enjoying drinks and stuff like that. It's not like a dueling piano place. It's like there's a piano guy and then a bunch of cool stuff, bro. I know. I'm in the Rio Grande Valley right now. Nice. That's what I'm saying. It's like Texas itself could be like 6 or 7 different states, right? With the geographical differences between them. I'm up here in Dallas. It just, I'm telling you, East Texas is so damn green. We're like kind of, I don't know, it's concrete everywhere around here, right? But there's, where I'm at, there's a lot of creeks, marshes, I don't know. But you go west, like El Paso, holy moly. But you go down south, I'm telling you, I think what the hell's the name of that? Is it Ben? I need to look it up anyways. Now I gotta know. What the hell is it? What's the name of that county? Woman, I can't. Oh, you're down in Rio Grande. You're down by the border? No kidding. I've never been to South Padre Island, and that's always one place I wanted to go. Like Corpus Christi, Port Aransas, whatnot are gorgeous. Galveston's a little dirty, but but for what I go there for, I don't get in the water. I haven't been in the water in years. Actually, I got there one year. Like we went down for a little road trip, little family getaway for like a couple days. For a second there, I went to grab my stepson. I was going to chunk him in the water. When I stepped down and planted my foot, I stepped on a piece of concrete and it cut the whole bottom of my foot open. So I spent the rest of the trip with like a bandage on my foot. It sucked. It's where Lajitas is. What the hell is it? What the hell is the name of that place? I got to look it up now. Why does it not show me the state parks down there? Something been. I don't know. I got to look. Yeah. Oh, well. Don't forget, you would burn. I'm telling you. But I do love, I like San Antonio. It is crazy. It's overpopulated. It's over the top. We took the kids down there one year. I think we did we always do these things where we go from like this area to this area. So I think we went to Galveston, then went over to San Antonio or something like that. Been down to Austin before. I don't spend much time in Austin, but San Antonio, like the theme parks and stuff like the Six Flags and SeaWorld, holy crap. I'll never go back. I can't go back. There's no way. No way in hell. I'm trying to get this Bigfoot Brown down. You know what? It's 9:00. I got to call it a night. I'm gonna go in there and see what's going on with Lizzie. There we go. Finally. The problem is you keep refilling it. I put a dent in it. So I've got a couple beers left, and I'll save those for later. I've been trying to do more TikToks and reels and things like that. For some reason, I just realized this with Lizzie too. I mentioned it to her. I was like, I left Facebook so quickly a long time ago because it was dead. There's nothing there, whatever. Now, there's a lot of breweries that are still on there. And then Instagram, I realized that they're going kind of the same way. Like Instagram was the number one deleted app in 2023. So that means that there's something newer out there. I'm not going to do Snapchat or anything like that, but I figured it's like, maybe I'll do more TikTok where it's just short videos and it's more about, Strikeout beer and the beers we're having and stuff like that. But, it just, you have to evolve. You have to move on. You have to just keep putting out some content there, not just dumb stuff. Don't be an idiot. Like laziness just doesn't get rewarded in most cases, unless you're like a smoking hot chick or something like that's half naked. That seems to always work. Like, I don't understand, but it is what it is. Marty, the comic menu, old school Lizzie, everybody else has been in here tonight. We even had a long time pop in there. Billy Joe, obviously, head hunting. You guys, phenomenal. Great talking to you. Great seeing you. Gonna call it a night. Like I said, we got videos and audios dropping tomorrow. Strikeout Beer Podcast, quick beer reviews. More to come. Catch the live show as you see above me. Live Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm RD. I'm out of here. Thanks for listening.